Hey, boys and girls, today we want to talk about using commas with geographic locations. So, this is when we are talking about a specific place in the world, not the store or my house or the park, but a specific name of a place on a map, like a city, state, or country. Okay, so we use commas when we write cities and states or cities and countries. We will separate those two words with a comma. So here are some examples. Here we have Fairmount, Indiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Those are cities and the states they are in. Notice that there's a comma between both. Berlin, Germany, that's a city and country. Also, we have Auckland, New Zealand, another city and country. So you can see we separate the names of cities and states or countries with a comma. There is also something else that you should notice that is very important when writing cities, states, and countries. Look at the beginning of each word. What do you see? A capital letter. These are all names of specific cities, states, and countries. They are proper nouns and must be capitalized. So that is how you correctly write a city and state or city and country when it's written by itself. But what about in a sentence? Let's look. Here we have two sentences where the city and state or city and country are at the end of the sentence. Last summer, my family traveled to Salt Lake City, Utah. The Winter Olympics will be held in Beijing, China. Notice that in both of those sentences, the city and state or city and country is located at the end of the sentence. There is a comma separating the city from its state or country. At the end of the sentence, of course, is a period. If the city and state or city and country is located at the beginning or middle of the sentence, there is a slightly different rule. What do you see here? Nashville, Tennessee is considered the home of country music. I think that Paris, France is an interesting city. Do you notice something different with Nashville, Tennessee and Paris, France? If you look closely, you'll see they still have a comma in the middle, but there's also a comma at the end of that word pair also. When we put a location at the beginning or middle of a sentence, a city, state, or city, country, we must have two commas. So the general rule is, if it's at the end of a sentence, you use one comma. Beginning or middle of the sentence, use two commas. So those are the general rules for writing cities and states or cities and countries correctly.